right, reminder again that your Dallas Stars have won another game. The series is tied 2-2. Tomorrow, we try to get ahead, just like your Dallas Mavericks, the only Texas NBA basketball team in the playoffs. All right, well, anyways. By the way, the assignment from yesterday, 425 volume of cones and cylinders. You should turn that in as soon as you can. We're going to have a quiz on Friday over volume, right? And let's do this warm-up real quick. Now, notice how it says find the volume in terms of pi. Do y'all remember how to do terms of pi? You just don't type it in the calculator, and you make sure you write it down, though, okay? Let's do this. To do volume of this shape, what is this shape called? It's a cylinder. So we know we're going to use this formula, and this is for the base. So before I can do the base, I need the radius from the center to the edge. What's the radius here? Is it 13? No, it's 13 divided by 2, halfway across. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So for capital B, for a circle, it's pi 6.5 squared. Now, remember, we're not doing pi 6.5 squared. We're not typing in the pi. So we get 42.25. And we just got to make sure we write the pi. 42.25 pi. Now, what's the height of this cylinder? Is it 13 or 19? What do y'all think? 19. So once I know the base and the height, I'm going to type it into the formula for a cylinder, big BH. So big B is 42.25 pi times the height of 19. So I'm going to do 42.25 times 19. Don't put the pi in there. And you get 802.75. You got to write the pi symbol because you didn't multiply it. And then your units of measure are millimeters what for volume? Cubed with a 3 on it. Cool? Alrighty then. Make sure you have that written down. Did everyone grab the notes on the way in? Because we're about to do these notes for pyramids and prisms. Okay. Oh. Oh, y'all want to test on Thursday? All right, here we go. We are not testing Thursday. Volume. All right, here we go. Now, okay, now let's remember something here. Volume of prisms and pyramids. Let's go ahead and write some formulas down. Ready? So for a prism, this is going to be very reminiscent, very similar to a cylinder. V equals capital BH. And the pyramid, V equals 1/3 BH, which reminds me of the cone. These are literally the same formulas from cylinder and cone, but it's now prism and pyramid. The exact same formulas. Here's the only difference, okay? The B is not a circle, so it's not going to be pi r squared. No more pi r squared for the big B, because obviously there's no radius, because obviously there's no circle, okay? All right. Now, here's the deal. What is big B? Okay, let's remember big B is the area of the base H is the height. That's pretty much all you need to know. It's very similar to last time we did this with cones and cylinders, right? Now, in case you weren't here or you didn't get the fun demonstration, we're going to try it again and see if it's any different than last time. All right, so check it out. Look, don't blink. I got a pyramid, if you can see that. I got a prism. Okay, now look, they have the exact same base. This is really hard to do with a blurry background. Same base, and they have the same height. They fit into each other perfectly, same height. All right, now here's the question. I got my beans and rice here, right? Beans and rice. Now how many pyramids of beans and rice will fit into a prism with the exact same base and the exact same height? Who thinks it's 2? I said, who thinks it's 2? Who thinks it's 4? Who thinks it's 5 or more? Who thinks it's 3? Why would you think that? You've seen this show before? All right, well, let's find out. What if you're wrong? What if it's not? All right, all right, so I got a upside down pyramid full of rice and beans. So delicious. I gotta put it into this prism. All right, there you go. Not all the way, so 1 was not right. Let's see if it's 2. All right, I got my, oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. All right, so 2 did not work. There's still space at the top. All right, let's try 3. What? All right, so here's my third one. I'm gonna fill it up. And look at that. Nice and filled up to the top, if you can see that. All right, so how many was it? 3. Like I said, all y'all got it wrong. Okay. You knew it was 3? All right. How did you know it was 3 before I even did it? Hey, it's in the formulas. It says 1/3 BH for the pyramid, which means 3 of them would be a whole prism. Okay? Remember, this only works if it has the exact same base, the exact same height. All right? Anybody want to eat some of this rice and beans? Some of these beans look really gnarly. Anyways. Okay. All right, let's do this. Whoa. That's funny. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. So funny. All right, sorry, big B is length times width or base times height. Now, the base is on the bottom, right? So check it out. This and this. What do I do with those two numbers to figure out big B? Multiply, right? So again, if it's a rectangle base, big B is going to be base times height. Yes. All right, so 20 times 8 is what? 160. All right. Now, The h of the volume formula is the height of the whole prism, which is 16. Okay? Now, big B is 160, h is 16. Very easy. You just multiply B times h, right, for the volume. So V equals big BH. So it's going to be 160 times 16. And 160 times 16 is, nope, 2,560, but what are my units of measure? Centimeters what? Third power. Volume is always third power, so it's cubed. All right. Now, that's a prism. So if it's rectangular, super easy. Find the area of the base times the height, boom, right? Now, this next one over here off to the right, by the way, this was a rectangular prism, right? Now, what is this over here? We're going to have to assume that each side is 32. I know it doesn't tell us, but I'm telling you. So if the bottom, all the sides are 32, that's a what shape? So it's a square what when it's pointing at the top? Square pyramid is right. Now, to find the big B of a square, it's just like last time. For a square, big B is base times height of the square, which is 32 times 32. Another way to think about that is 32 squared. Either way, 32 times 32 is 1,024. And then the height of the pyramid from the tippy top straight down, making a right angle, is 30, right? Does everyone see? 34 is not the height. 34 is the L slant height. This formula doesn't have an L. Don't worry about the slant height. We just need vertical height, which is 30. Now we can get down to business with this volume. For a pyramid, don't forget the 1/3. Okay? So it's 1/3 B, which is 1,024, times the height, which is 30. You plug that in the calculator and you will get 10,240. And my units of measure this time are inches. Again, it has to be cubed. Cool. All right. Make sure y'all got these first two down, and we're going to move down to the next two. That's it for the notes, pretty quick. What's up? Almost after these notes. Does everyone have these first two down? Wait, where are you going? Oh, all right. Now look, down here. Is this one on the left a prism or a pyramid? What do y'all think? So I know there's a triangle involved, but it's not a pyramid because there's not one pointy vertex. Hey, you get it? All right, so this is not a pyramid, it's a prism. What kind of prism? What's the first name of that prism? Not the sides that are rectangles. In this case, it's colorful. Okay. So this base is a triangle. It's triangular. So it's weird. It's on its side. The two triangular parallel bases. Y'all looking over here? It's on your phones, right? So triangular. Hey. Triangular prism. I need to know that it's a triangle base. That way, when I'm finding the area of the base, the area of a triangle, this is where most people mess up. Is everyone hearing me? and looking. The area of a triangle is not just base times height, but it's also divided by 2. Many folks forget to divide by 2 when you're doing the area of a triangle. Please remember. Okay. Now, base times height divided by 2. The base of the triangle is 12. The height of the triangle is 9. So 12 times 9 divided by 2 means big B is going to be 54. When you plug it in your calculator, 12 times 9 divided by 2 gives you 54. All right, y'all aren't going to get tricked by this, right? What's the height of the prism? Who thinks it's 9? The prism is sideways, right? So what is the distance between the 2 triangles? That's the height, because it's like laying down. When you lay down, your height is also laying down. So the height, I know it's weird, but the height between the 2 triangles has to be 18. Okay, please don't get tricked by a sideways prism. Okay, so volume of a prism is BH. We know B is 54, we know H is 18. All we got to do in our calculator is 54 times 18, and we get 972 centimeters cubed. What? Prism or pyramid? What do y'all think? Prism is wrong. This last one. It's pointing at the top. Yeah, pyramid. But what kind of pyramid? Now look at the base. This is going to be weird. I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided. What do you call a 6-sided? Hexagon, right? So a hexagonal. Whoa. All right, hexagonal pyramid. So we know the volume of a hexagonal pyramid, or any pyramid, is 1/3 BH. Now look, this is where it gets a little weird, okay? Y'all may not remember how to find the area of a hexagon, or any polygon, okay? I'm here to remind you how to do this. Ready? So, hold on. If you have a polygon on the bottom, big B is little a, capital P, over 2. This is not brand new. We did this when we did area, but I'm here to remind you on what these things mean. So look, that little a is from the center to the midpoint. It kind of looks like a radius, but it's not called a radius. So from the center to a midpoint on the side, that is little a. It's called an apothem. So I know my little a, where do I write this? Maybe over here. Little a is 4. Now P, how do I find the perimeter? 6, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So I have 6. You can add it 6 times, or you can do 6 times 6. What's 6 times 6? 36. Okay, so here's the deal. I know A is 4. I know P is 36. So to get big B, I'm going to do A, which is 4, times P, which is 36, divided by 2. And that's going to give me 72 if you plug it in your calculator. The little apothem times the perimeter divided by 2 is area of a polygon, a regular polygon. Okay? Regular polygon. Okay, now look, the height. Okay, don't have nightmares over this, but look, from the tippy top straight down, I don't know what that is. I'll call it H. H is missing, right? Now you tell me, if I have a right triangle and I'm missing a side, what do I always got to do? Pythagorean theorem, right? So I'm going to do it real quick. I know one of the legs is 4, one of the legs is missing H, and the hypotenuse that I know is 16. So it's going to be 4, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So it's going to be 4 squared plus h squared equals 16 squared. 16 squared is 256. So I got 16 plus h squared equals 256. Subtract on both sides. H squared is 240. Last step is to square root. Square root of 240 is 15.5. Okay, if you are missing a height, you will have to do yourself a little Pythagorean theorem to figure out that missing height. Okay, does everyone see how I did it off to the left here? So 4 squared plus h squared equals 16 squared. You square the numbers, you subtract them, and then you square root to get the missing side, okay, which is the height. Now that I have b and h, all I got to do is plug it in my calculator. 1/3 times 72 times 15.5. I did that earlier, and I got 372. And my units of measure are meters cubed. Cool. That's it for our volume notes of prisms and pyramids. I'm going to hand out the assignment. Hold on. We got time today. Listen, we got time today to work on this assignment. You will also have time tomorrow, but don't procrastinate. Don't wait. Let's knock it out today. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Don't sleep, right?